Title: The Last Voicemail. Police station. Rain pelts the windows. Detective Grace Morgan sits at her desk, staring at a cracked cell phone in an evidence bag. Officer Levine approaches, saying, "We pulled the last voicemail. Timestamp 10:17 p.m., the night Elias disappeared." "Let me hear it," Morgan snapped. She finally got a lead. Levine presses play. The distorted voice of Elias comes through, panicked, whispering. Elias over phone, muffled. "If you're hearing this, she knows. She's not who you think she is. Don't trust." Cut off, static. Levine. "That's it." Cuts off there. "He was talking about his mother, wasn't he?" Detective Morgan asked. Thorne Estate. Living room. Grace and Levine sit across from Margaret Thorne, poised with tea in hand, her face expressionless. Margaret. Elias always had episodes. Anxiety. Paranoia. "He's probably off in Bali, spending my money." Morgan. "Your son left his passport, wallet, and phone. That voicemail, he sounded scared." Margaret. "That phone was stolen weeks ago. It's probably a hoax." Levine. "Ma'am, the call came from your home Wi-Fi." A beat. Margaret sips her tea without flinching. Margaret. "Detectives, I'm old. I forget passwords." The officers lingered around the Thorne estate, hoping to find something that will establish the fact that Elias was indeed within the estate before his disappearance. Backyard, Thorne estate. Grace and Levine walk through the garden. Grace eyes the perfectly groomed roses. Morgan. "Fresh soil. Those weren't planted long ago. Wanted to get a team?" Levine asked. Morgan. "No. She's watching. We come back tonight." Police station. File room night. Grace flips through Elias' file. Elias had threatened to expose financial fraud in Thorne Pharmaceuticals. He filed an anonymous tip. Weeks later, gone. Thorne estate. Backyard, midnight. Grace and Levine, in plain clothes, dig silently in the moonlight. Suddenly, Levine hit something. They unearth a body wrapped in tarp. Elias. "Oh, God!" Levine exclaimed. "Dispatcher over the phone. Unit 4 to 5, do you copy?" Morgan, into radio. "We found him. Get CSU here now." Interrogation room, next day. The next day in the interrogation room. Margaret sits across from Morgan, hands folded, face like stone. Then she said, "He was going to ruin everything his father built. His father died building that company. Elias wanted to tear it down. So you killed your son." Morgan said, looking at her. Margaret. "I preserve a legacy," she said without an iota of remorse. Police station later. Grace stares at the phone again. She presses play. Another file. This one new. Unopened. It was the voice of Elias on the phone. "Elias, if I'm gone," she did it. "Look under the roses. And check the vault. For -1-9-6. Thorne estate. Secret vault. Officers open a hidden vault behind a portrait. Inside, documents, offshore account logs, and a ledger of payouts to judges, politicians. Levine. This wasn't just a murder. Morgan. It was a criminal empire. Thorne estate, front yard. Margaret is let out in cuffs. Press surrounds the estate. Grace watches silently. In a world where power buries the truth sometimes, it takes a dead man's whisper to dig it up.